How you doing? I wanted to tell you what I like about this book. You see it? Okay. And I like this book because this poem is in it. I don't like this book because this poem is in it. Or how it got there is kind of not so good. Let me tell you a story. Look, this guy, A.J. Arbery, okay, professor at Oxford, commissioned a bunch of people to come together and kind of took credit for all of it. So he got all these Arab scholars together that were interested in Arab English literature. Okay, and he told each Arab scholar, pick a poet from each of your countries. Pick one poet from your country, and bring their work with you. You know, we'll put it in an anthology, etc., etc., etc. Well, these poems in here are listed by the country that they represent or the country they're from. What's wrong with that picture? First of all, if you look back over here, it says that these poems were written between the 20s and 50s. Okay, this is sort of pseudo-proto nationalism. Okay, because these countries haven't even formed yet, or are on the brink of forming, or on the are on the end of being controlled under French, British, Spanish, Italian, German colonialism. Okay. So, already it's kind of slanted. Let me give you another example, look, of why this book is... Adonis, one of my favorite Arab poets, born in Syria. I think he's back in Syria now. But for a long time, he was exiled in Lebanon. He wrote a lot about Lebanon, go figure, because he spent a lot of his life there. But to say he represents Lebanon as a people, no. He doesn't even speak... I mean, he speaks a Syrian dialect, and it's different than Lebanese. Okay, so that would be a gross misstatement to say, you know, Adonis represents Lebanon. You see where I'm going with this? Israel hadn't even formed yet. So that's one thing. The other thing I don't like about it is that after they compiled these poems and then threw out whatever didn't suit their needs, they translated it into English. And then from the English poetry, then from the English translations, they made English poetry. Now, the English poetry is so grossly overdone, I don't even go on that side of the book because it's no bueno. Okay, so now the poem. الساعة يا الساعة اتعبها النظام عليك كل راحة حرام تجرين لا يوقفك الزحام مسارة كأنك الحمام هذه ليالي لك والأيام تفنينها كأنها انخسام النوم من غمارنا انخسام إلى تنامنا كمان النسام اسقيك لو تسكرك المدام فتسكرك الشهور والأعوام وتبعون أن غفان الأنام